Triple H has just been brutally attacked backstage. The game is down, medical staff are rushing to the scene, and no one knows who did this. If you want to find out what happened and who's responsible, you need to stay until the end of this video. What's up, Wrestling Region fam? If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because we bring you the biggest breaking news in wrestling the moment it happens. Now let's get into this shocking situation. Tonight, the wrestling world is in absolute shock. Triple H, the legendary 14-time world champion, the cerebral assassin, the man who built NXT from the ground up and now serves as WWE's chief content officer, has been found laid out backstage in what witnesses are calling one of the most vicious attacks in recent WWE history. Reports coming from inside the arena indicate that Triple H was discovered unconscious near the loading dock area, surrounded by overturned equipment and clear signs of a struggle. Medical personnel immediately rushed to the scene, and the severity of the situation became apparent when an ambulance was called to transport him to a local medical facility. Eyewitnesses backstage describe a chaotic scene. Production crew members heard what sounded like a massive commotion, followed by the unmistakable sound of metal equipment crashing to the ground. By the time security arrived at the location, Triple H was down, and whoever attacked him had vanished without a trace. What makes this attack even more disturbing is the calculated nature of it. This wasn't a spontaneous brawl or a heated confrontation that got out of hand. This was premeditated, brutal, and designed to send a message. The question everyone is asking is, who would dare to attack one of the most powerful figures in professional wrestling? As of this recording, official updates on Triple H's condition have been limited, but sources close to the situation describe it as serious. The initial assessment suggests he sustained significant injuries during the attack, though the full extent won't be known until all medical evaluations are complete. WWE released a brief statement acknowledging the incident and confirming that Triple H is receiving medical attention. The company has assured fans that they will provide updates as more information becomes available, but the vague nature of the statement has only increased concern among the WWE universe. What we do know is that Triple H was conscious when paramedics arrived but appeared disoriented and in considerable pain. The fact that he required immediate hospitalization speaks to the severity of this assault. For a man who has endured countless brutal matches throughout his legendary career, including Hell in a Cell battles, street fights, and last man standing matches, to be in this condition is genuinely alarming. Social media has exploded with messages of support from wrestlers past and present, all expressing their shock and sending their best wishes to the game. Legends like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and Shawn Michaels have all reached out publicly, which demonstrates the respect Triple H commands throughout the entire wrestling industry. Now comes the million-dollar question that has everyone talking: who attacked Triple H, and why? Let's break down the possible suspects and their potential motivations. Could this be the work of a disgruntled WWE superstar who feels overlooked or mistreated? Triple H, in his role as Chief Content Officer, makes crucial decisions about who gets pushed, who wins championships, and who headlines major events. In the cutthroat world of professional wrestling, not everyone agrees with these decisions. There are several names on the current roster who have had their share of frustrations. Perhaps someone finally snapped and decided to take matters into their own hands. The problem with this theory is that attacking Triple H would be career suicide for any active WWE performer. The consequences would be immediate and severe. Wrestling history is filled with legendary feuds involving Triple H. Could this be someone from his past returning to settle an old score? The game has had bitter rivalries with countless wrestlers over his 3-decade career. From his Evolution days to his battles for corporate control, Triple H has made plenty of enemies along the way. Imagine if someone like Batista, who had that intense rivalry with Triple H leading to their WrestleMania encounters, decided to return for one final confrontation. Or perhaps it's someone from even further back in Triple H's storied history. The possibilities are endless when you consider the sheer number of people Triple H has crossed paths with over the years. Here's an interesting angle. What if this attack came from someone Triple H personally developed in NXT? Think about it. Triple H has been the architect behind NXT's success, handpicking talent and molding them into future superstars. But not everyone who went through NXT had a positive experience or agreed with how things were handled. Could this be a former NXT star who felt held back or misused, now taking revenge on the man they blame for their struggles? It would be a shocking betrayal, but in the world of professional wrestling, such twists are not unheard of. Perhaps the most intriguing theory is that this attacker isn't currently affiliated with WWE at all. Could this be someone from another wrestling promotion making an unprecedented move? While inter-promotional attacks are rare in the modern era, stranger things have happened in wrestling. Alternatively, this could be a completely new face, someone WWE has just signed who wants to make the most explosive debut imaginable. Taking out the chief content officer himself would certainly accomplish that goal, even if it comes with massive consequences. Beyond the personal concern for Triple H's well-being, this attack has enormous implications for WWE as a company and its ongoing storylines. Triple H has been the driving force behind WWE's creative direction since taking over from Vince McMahon. His vision has shaped everything from weekly programming to major premium live events. With him potentially sidelined, who steps up to fill that void? Will there be a power vacuum that leads to chaos backstage? Stephanie McMahon, Triple H's wife and a key figure in WWE herself, will undoubtedly be involved in whatever happens next. But the immediate question is whether WWE's creative momentum can continue without the game calling the shots. WWE has several major events on the horizon, and this attack could dramatically alter those plans. Storylines may need to be rewritten, matches might be changed, and the entire trajectory of WWE programming could shift based on how long Triple H is out of action. If this attack is being worked into storyline territory, as many suspect, then we could be looking at one of the most compelling angles WWE has produced in years. The mystery, the drama, the personal stakes, all the elements are there for something truly special. On a more serious note, this incident raises legitimate questions about security protocols. How did someone manage to attack Triple H backstage without being stopped or identified? What measures will WWE implement to ensure the safety of everyone working for the company? These aren't just storyline considerations, they're real concerns that need to be addressed. As we wait for more official information, speculation continues to run wild throughout the wrestling community. Here's what we should be watching for in the coming days. WWE cameras are everywhere backstage. If this attack happened in or near the arena, there's a good chance it was captured on video. The question is whether WWE will release that footage and, if so, when. Dragging out the mystery could build incredible anticipation, but fans are hungry for answers. Expect to see WWE officials, including members of the roster, questioned about what they know. These interviews could provide crucial clues or, more likely, red herrings designed to keep us guessing. Everyone becomes a suspect until the real attacker is revealed. When the game is cleared to return or make a statement, his response will be must-see television. Triple H is a master of the game both in and out of the ring. Whatever he says or does next will set the stage for what could be one of the defining storylines of the year. Eventually, the identity of Triple H's attacker will be revealed, and that moment will be absolutely explosive. Whether it happens next week or is dragged out over several months, the payoff needs to live up to the incredible setup this attack has provided. For longtime fans, this situation brings back memories of similar attacks throughout WWE history. Remember when Stone Cold Steve Austin was run over by a car, leading to months of speculation about who was driving? Or when Vince McMahon's limousine exploded, creating one of wrestling's most controversial angles. These types of mystery attacks have become legendary moments in WWE lore because they tap into something primal in storytelling, the need to solve the puzzle, to find out who done it. Triple H himself has been involved in several such angles throughout his career, both as the attacker and the victim. What makes this particular attack resonate so strongly is Triple H's current position. He's not just a wrestler anymore, he's the man behind the curtain, the architect of WWE's creative vision. Attacking him isn't just personal, it's an assault on the very structure of WWE itself. The attack on Triple H represents a genuine shock to the wrestling world. Whether you're a longtime fan who grew up watching the game dominate the Attitude Era and beyond, or a newer fan who appreciates his work transforming WWE's product, this hits hard. We're all hoping for positive news about Triple H's recovery. Beyond his importance to WWE as a company, He's a husband, a father, and a person who deserves to be safe and healthy. The wrestling community is united in sending support his way. At the same time, from a storytelling perspective, this has the potential to be one of the most gripping angles in recent memory. The mystery, the stakes, the personal investment, everything is aligned for something special. Keep checking back to Wrestling Region 200 for all the latest updates as this situation develops. We'll be bringing you breaking news the moment anything new emerges about Triple H's condition or the identity of his attacker. What do you think happened? Who's your top suspect? Drop your theories in the comments below. And remember, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss a breaking news update from Wrestling Region 200. The game may be down, but something tells me this story is just getting started. Stay tuned, wrestling fans, this is going to be one wild ride.